Someone dropped a toaster into the river.
This video was really funny. I don't know what to do.
Adeline, I think you'd better subscribe.
Mrs. Fartsy. They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Do you dance, Mr. Fartsy?
I slipped extra refried beans into your ration pack last night. I thought you'd be fine. I didn't think it would react this violently. NASA never designed the suits to vent fart gases.
Someone dropped a toaster into the river.
This video was really funny. I don't know what to do.
Adeline, I think you'd better subscribe.
Remember the days.
Mrs. Fartsy. They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Do you dance, Mr. Fartsy? Feeling this mistake.
I slipped extra refried beans into your ration pack last night.
Ryan, look out. No.
Welcome to the Hallfart channel. My name is William Bishop, and this is my very first live stream. There has been no other live stream of the Hallfart channel. This is the very first one. And it's a big event. This is a special occasion. And I want to get into everything and really unpack. But I do not want to overshadow the reason for this live stream, why I'm even here. Because I have to be honest with you. The Hallfart channel was not doing well. Subscribers had stopped coming in. No views. No likes. No comments on my videos. We were bleeding out. It was a content creator's personal hell. There was no hope. No reason to go on. But then, Jacksfilms featured a video from my channel in a bingo night live stream. And I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what to think. Jack Douglas, the greatest YouTuber of all time, featured my channel in a bingo night live stream. Jack Douglas is spearheading a movement in the same breath as calling out bad reactors, content thieves. He was cutting down the trees that needed to be cut down and pruning the ones that needed to be pruned. He planted a tree, the Hallfart channel tree. And although I can't give my thanks like a normal person, I would just like to say, I'm flying, Jack. I'm flying. I wouldn't be here without you, Jack. What you're doing is incredible. You are a force of good against evil. Keep going. If you're listening and you're down, you're bleeding out, you see no reason to go on, know this, that if you get up, you get going, you never quit, you persevere, you continue on, you climb that mountain. Maybe, just maybe, you could be uplifted. You could be. Are we back? This is my first live stream, okay? I have no idea what happened. I tested this all week, okay? I tested it all week. I bought a microphone. I got a stream deck. I did a test live stream. I tried every button that I added, and it all worked. So I am not going to let that stop me. I don't know what all actually went live, but I'm going to start over because that's the whole point of what I was just doing. Okay? All right. I'm just going to start over. I'm so sorry if you if I spoiled anything. Oh my goodness, it's doing it again. What is happening? Please hold.
This video was really funny. I don't know what to do.
Adeline, I think you'd better subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back. I don't know if you can hear this. I am going to do a quick restart and be back.
NASA never designed the suits to vent fart gases.
Someone dropped a toaster into the river.
Ryan, look out. No.
Third time's the charm, possibly. I can't explain. I have tested it so many times, every single night of the week. It seems like somebody doesn't want me to stream today. But I don't care. See, I've been through it. I've jumped the hoops of YouTube so far. I have seen the darkest times that a YouTuber can see. It wasn't long ago. It was actually 8 days ago that things finally turned around for me. The Hallfart channel was not doing well. Subscribers had stopped coming in. There were no views, no likes, no comments on my videos. It was a content creator's personal hell. But then, the greatest YouTuber of all time featured a video from my channel in a Bingo Night live stream. And I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what to think. The greatest YouTuber of all time, Jacksfilms, featured my channel in a Bingo Night live stream. Jack Douglas is spearheading a movement. A movement that is inspiring creators like me to keep going. Despite technical difficulties in a live stream. Their very first live stream. Come on. And although I do not know how to give my thanks like a normal person, I would just like to say, I'm flying, Jack. I'm flying. I wouldn't be here without you, Jack. And if you're watching this and you're down, you're bleeding out, you see no reason to go on, know this, that if you get up, you get going, you don't stop, you never quit, you persevere, you continue on, you climb that mountain, and maybe, just maybe, you could be uplifted. You could be alive. So I want to thank Jack Douglas. I want to thank all the fans that came over from Jacksfilms to support me. What you're doing is good. Keep going. So that is the reason for the live stream. There was no reason for a live stream before, and now there's a reason. I told you. The greatest YouTuber of all time. I'm going to take a quick pause and just check to see how the stream's going. If it's stuttering, because I'm seeing some weird things on my end. That's all. If you get a weird feedback loop, then I'm sorry. But if you get a weird feedback, whoop, there it is. Oh my, guys, I wish I could show you this right now. I should just go with my gut. I was thinking of having a really old retro camera here and just sort of showing you what was going on the screen if anything did happen. But I was like, nothing's going to happen. Listen, I build computers. I understand how they work. And this is overkill. There's no reason that anything weird should be happening. But I am seeing some crazy stuttering on my end. And it's just bizarre. But I just pulled it up. And I guess you guys got 2 performances maybe of the intro that I had planned, which is fine. hopefully I filled in the gaps from one to the next. That would be great. So this is the reason for the live stream. I've covered that thoroughly, I believe. I have covered that thoroughly now. Yes. Okay. So, it's probably a good time to, I think I was at, well, we'll look at it, okay? But I celebrated 100 subscribers with my 100 subscribers, and it was wonderful. I think we should celebrate the small wins, yes? And then I celebrated 200. I never got the chance to celebrate 300 subscribers with my 300 subscribers because Jacksfilms, the Jacksfilms fan base. So today we're celebrating 1,000, 1,300, 1,388, whatever you want to celebrate. Today is a special day. There's a reason for the live stream, okay? And I've covered it. I said thank you in my own way. But this is it. This is the reason. And for the people that are going to watch this back later and go, who's Jacksfilms? Who is Jacksfilms? There's going to be like one or two that don't know already. I will show you. See, this is the video that Jack featured my channel in on Jacksfilms. I should probably update the description of this live stream later and include these links for those that do not know who Jacksfilms is. But that is not all of Jacksfilms. He does other things. He's done other things for a very long time, since 2006. And let's see if I can find one of my favorites that I quote very often. You know, like I'll just show you. This one, the iPad mini parody. Anytime there is something that is mini size, like a candy bar or a soda can, water bottle, I can't resist. Every time I see one, I'm like, it's like they took a regular size soda and they made it smaller because of Jacksfilms. My brain is broken. But that is a core memory, watching the mini iPad mini parody. And Jack is a nerd. Check them out. For the two people, one person, 1.5 that are going to watch this and not know. I will try to link those. So the reason for the live stream is the biggest YouTuber of all. It's kind of a big deal. Featured the video Lucy. I don't know if you've seen it on my channel. It's called Lucy, but Scarlett Johansson ate too much egg salad. And he featured it, and I mean, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was falling asleep to his live stream. I could barely stay awake, and all of a sudden I could stay awake, and I couldn't go to sleep. Rather rude, but I'm not going to complain any further. It was a Friday night. I did get to sleep in and wake up to 600 or 800 more subscribers. So it was all right. No, actually, that was just the stream. That was a couple hundred maybe. But the details, they're not really important. I mean, I'm talking to people that watch 2-minute videos of farts, okay? I already lost you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this and you don't really care about how it all played out, what I was feeling in the moments leading up to and during my redemption by Jacksfilms. I'm so sorry. But I do want to get into the channel a little bit. If you want to know more about the channel, I can try to explain the complexities that is the Hallfart channel to you in my own way. But and I mean it is equally emotional as the reason for the live stream, but it is not as happy. The origin story of anything great is always dark and always sad. At least when it comes to villains, and I'll leave that up to you. Yeah. So, let me try to relate to you on a personal level. Have you ever had an intrusive thought? And because you're a good person, you want to spread joy, you want other people to be happy, you decide to share that intrusive thought with someone that doesn't get your humor. And their response goes something like this. You know, sometimes people just don't get the joke. And maybe you should just keep those thoughts to yourself. And I found myself keeping the thoughts to myself. For a little bit. I mean, come on. People like us, we have to spread joy. We are joy bringers. And I hate to say it. I hate to be so harsh, so down on the downtrodden, the negative-driven person. But we're interesting. We're not boring. We are not the person that asks you how work is going, how many inches of rain you got where you live. No, we understand. We already know how much rain we got because we go outside or we check the app. We really don't care. Work is always the same. These are empty, boring conversations, and they're not for us. They're for regular people. People that fit into society. Acceptable people. So that is my mindset. My coming from, my going to, my arrival at the Hallfart channel is I am surrounded by people that do not understand or appreciate my sense of humor. And that is okay. I have made peace with that. I am very content in knowing that I'm the cool one. And to be as sensitive as I possibly can be. If you're watching this and you're thinking that I'm talking about you and that you're boring, I'm not. You're not boring. You're special. You're taking time out of your day to listen to me, and I appreciate that. So, I needed an outlet for my intrusive thoughts that are not appreciated by a lot of people that are around me. But I understand. There are a group of people that appreciate my sense of humor. And there's a lot more people that appreciate my sense of humor than don't. That's just a simple fact. So, if you're one of those people that appreciates my sense of humor, thank you for watching. And if you're not, if you're upset, if you're disturbed by what William is revealing to you today, I just want to say, you're watching the Hallfart channel. What did you expect? Silly. It's not pronounced Hallfart. It's not pronounced like that. If you look at any of my videos, you'll notice that some of the titles have been slightly changed to protect the innocent. Like farts and formalities. It's really difficult to get around that one without realizing that it's a joke. So it is what it is. I'm not really sorry because you kind of put this on yourself, but I'm sorry that you found yourself in this situation. And I hope that we're all better for it. Okay. All right. So, man, I can't thank Jacksfilms enough. I can't thank his fans enough. Like, I can't do it. And I want to just express that. I want to express that no amount of collecting my thoughts or trying to unpack my feelings is going to do it justice. This is a big deal. I mean, it's a single man that doesn't need to be doing what he's doing. He is cleaning up YouTube. It's a movement. It's one bad reactor at a time, being cut down or pruned as much as we can do, and we're replacing them with genuine creators that just want to add fart jokes to movies. And it's you can tell it's from the heart. So I will get into the channel. I will start off with, let's look at
Jelk maxing.
Let's look at volume 1. If you go to my channel, you'll notice that things are separated into playlists. That's because I like to keep things organized. I am of intellect. I understand that things have their place, and volume 1 has its place next to the trash bin. It is, let me explain. Volume 1 is exploratory. It is me discovering, me experimenting with videos and trying to figure out what the Hallfart channel is even going to look like. It is not meant to showcase the channel in any way. It is exploratory. And part of the experiment was to see how long I could go without adding farts to a Hallfart video. It was 3 videos. I went 3 videos, these first 3, without adding farts, and it was all downhill from there. You'll notice that you've not seen any of these videos before, these movies anyway, because it's an experiment, and I did not want to waste. I mean, I'll be fully transparent here. My original design for the Hallfart channel was maybe to parody another channel that rhymes with Hallfart, but it is not Hallfart. And that I am willing to adapt. I understand that it's not that great of an idea, but it is a start. It is the seed that has been planted by Jacksfilms and is going to grow into something special. And you'll see that as we continue on and I explain in depth. But towards the end, I discovered that I was ready for volume 2. I was ready to go mainstream. I was ready to be done with these movies. And I'm ashamed to admit it. I am so sorry. This is my first apology video, but I cheated. These last few videos I could not stand. I did not watch all the way through. I skipped around like a 4-year-old with an iPad and tried to make jokes and put things together like that instead of doing my due diligence, and I'm sorry. But that is volume 1. If you watch through those, I hope that you do get a laugh, but understand it's practice, really. It is. I knew up front that as much as I had the idea in my head, this is my first. I mean, I haven't really done YouTube before. I've made lots of videos. I love making videos, and I've done it basically for other people, for fun and for practice, because I enjoy it, and out of the goodness of my heart. I mean, I really do enjoy it, but I realize I need to put a focus on something, and this is like kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. It is an appropriate outlet for my intrusive thoughts. I am not going to the theaters, and let me tell you another sad story. I know we're all ready for a break from volume 1, so instead of bringing up Subway Surfers, I will tell you another sad story. Did you know there are people that go to the movies to watch films that aren't even meant for entertainment? Things that actually happened, and I'm not just talking about based on true story movies. I'm talking about movies that were designed to make you feel terrible. Did you know that we settled the United States by coming over and murdering the Native Americans, and they in turn did terrible things to us? Did you know that? And I am not talking about movies like The Last of the Mohicans. From what I remember, I genuinely enjoyed that movie. I think I loved that movie. From what I remember. No, I'm talking about Hostels. This was a movie that I found myself in theaters watching with a trusted friend. Someone that I thought had my best interests at heart. He invited me to this movie, and it started off bad. Terrible things happened to a mother and her baby. And here I was thinking that it's part of the redemption arc. You know, something terrible has to happen so that the hero can come along and murder the bad guys for the rest of the movie. You know, like in John Wick. I know we all hated when John Wick's dog was killed. But the redemption was so sweet. John Wick going in there and murdering the perpetrators. It was therapeutic. But that is not how it went in Hostels. That's not how it went at all. The movie progressed, and scene by scene, it got worse. It went downhill. And it wasn't until the end, when everyone had been molested and killed, and the credits began to roll, that I realized it was not going to get better. And I absolutely died laughing. I died laughing, okay? If you're like me, you understand. It's our primal instinct, okay, is to take a negative situation and lighten it. And we had just sat through the most depressing movie ever that I'd seen. I mean, because I purposefully do not go to movies like this, okay? I was caught off guard. You need to understand this. I was caught off guard. And ever since then, well, let me tell you what happened. Because I was the only one in that theater that felt that way, that died laughing at the end, it was slightly awkward. And one man took it upon himself, sitting right in front of me, to stand up and turn around. And he said some things that I don't remember. Probably because I was in shock. But ever since then, I have made it my point to not go to a serious movie, at least see a serious movie in theaters, because they're obviously not for me. And I've let my good friend know that, at least in theaters. I think we all know that I am very willing to watch any movie and curate it for you. So I understand that was a little bit of a side quest, but it was a segue from the beginnings of the channel, why it exists, and that is, I can't. We're sitting in theaters, okay, and say we're watching another movie. Say I actually went to watch Lucy in the theater, and we get to the scene, we're watching it, and I'm holding on. I've kept my thoughts to myself thus far, but we get to a particular point where I can't help myself. Say, when she's driving a car and she says, I've never driven before. I can tell you right now that if I had watched that in theaters and I was sitting next to someone, which is very likely in a theater, I would have leaned over and said something like, and then she just crashes and the movie's over. And that's about how it would have been received. just about like that. So I need an appropriate outlet. I've said that many times. But let's continue talking about the channel to properly introduce it. I mean, you don't know. I mean, it's difficult. It is. I mean, and also you're getting to know me. I have never had an open mic like this, at least with an audience. So, I mean, who knows what you'll get. Volume 2 is when I was so excited for Volume 2. I mean, I was really ready for it. The first film was suggested by my wife because it's her favorite movie. She loves Pride and Prejudice. And I have to admit, after watching through this movie again, taking notes as I do, cutting it up, jumping to and fro, reassembling it, I have come to appreciate this film and its originality. I really have. There's a lot of cinematographic, however you film school students pronounce it, things that I wouldn't have noticed otherwise. I really genuinely enjoyed it. I think it was a good experience. And that's all I'll say. If you haven't seen it, it's 6 minutes and 40 seconds. I know. It is so... Oh, man. It is so long. I am so sorry. This one is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and you can't handle that. But I wanted to do it justice. I wanted to let it all hang out, as it were. So, even if you don't like Pride and Prejudice and you like fart jokes, you might still enjoy it. Die Hard was suggested by my brother. It was around Christmas time, and I really wanted to get it out before Christmas. But it was the holidays, and I had not started sticking to a 2-week schedule yet. So I did spend a little bit more time on it, like spacing out and thinking about it, because I had many weeks. You'll see it was basically a month apart from Pride and Prejudice. So it has more views. I think there was a lot of great potential in that movie, and I took advantage of situations. And I mean, it's doing well for this channel. We're just starting out. We're a little help 6 button. Okay, we're a little baby YouTuber. We can't live on our own. We can't even read YouTube analytics yet. Even if we could, they would mean nothing. So, it doesn't matter, basically, is what I'm saying. But as long as people are happy. Listen, these are short videos. They're not meant for maximizing profit when we get to that point. They're just meant to entertain. I'm solving a problem. And listen, okay. Oh, man. If you're watching this right now and you have enjoyed any of my videos, you need me. You need me. Come on. We were made for each other. You feel that connection, don't you? See, I need an outlet for my intrusive thoughts. And you need something to escape you from the seriousness that is, say, the Age of Adeline. And I understand nobody's seen the Age of Adeline. I've seen it. The people that I've shown it to have seen it. And I should be embarrassed, but I do think it was a good movie in its originality. I enjoyed it. But the edit is so much better. It's so good. It is what I am most proud of. I do not rate success on views or subscribers or comments. I wouldn't even know how. I'm a baby YouTuber. But like Jacksfilms. He's the greatest YouTuber of all time because of who he is and what he's doing. Okay. This video is the best because of what it is and what it's doing. Let me explain to you real quick. The Age of Adeline, the backstory. She never ages because she wrecked her car and was struck by lightning, and it was freezing cold, and therefore she, because all of that happened at the same time, science, and she never ages. And it was perfect. It was so much opportunity. It starts out with her crashing. And for some reason, that one's just good. It's a good joke. Woman crashes. Boom. Laugh. You're supposed to laugh now. So she crashes. And I will not spoil the rest for you, but I was able to change what the narrator was saying and what actually happened. He explained the science, like in the original movie, with the same voice, but it played out a little bit differently. I mean, like every other Hallfart video, and it's good. I mean, just stop watching the stream. It's probably, I can't even tell. It's probably totally glitched out right now, and I'll have to upload a recording later or something to make it right. And I'm sorry. I'm going to check chat in a minute. Okay? If you're in the chat and you're saying, hey, I don't know, I haven't looked, I'm going to check in a minute. But if you're watching this video and you haven't seen The Age of Adeline, but Blake Lively can't hold in a fart, you should probably just go watch it right now, and I'll be here when you get back, okay? It's worth a watch. You're really doing yourself a disservice by not watching it. I'll just say that. And the Flatulent was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it because we had probably the heaviest snow we've had here in 50 years plus. And I mean, everything was shut down. You probably heard about it. It was a big deal. But that all melted, and I was editing this, and I was hoping for one last snow. And it happened, and I got to go outside and pretend like I was in The Revenant. And it was great. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed The Revenant. It's a great movie in its originality as well. It's talk about cinematography. It's great. It's a good movie. And Lucy. If you're here, you've probably already seen it. And it was shorter, much shorter than the others before it. Because I watched the movie through all the way, and I took notes all the way through. There was plenty of opportunity after she crashed the car. But it just didn't, it punched so hard when she crashed the car. And if I was going to do anything else after that, I would have to skip that joke and keep the story going, the narrative that I have reconstructed. So I left all those out. I mean, she was like in a plane, in the bathroom, flailing around, and there was plenty of opportunity for her to be farting there as well. But let's be honest, if you've seen the movie, I hadn't seen it before. It came up on Amazon Prime. It just auto-played. I felt like my eyes were being pried open. I couldn't stop it. But nobody had suggested the next Hallfart video, and the whole trailer is just her flailing around. So, it was obviously a candidate, and I went ahead and did it. And I don't regret it one bit.
Next TikTok.
All right. Fartanic was a pleasure as well. It was short and sweet. I've seen the Titanic several times before. I'm a fan of James Cameron. And I already knew. All I could think about when I was thinking about editing the Titanic was the scene where they're hotboxing in the car and they fart so hard that the ship implodes, they go down so fast, and it's just over. Short and sweet. I knew it going in. It was a pleasure to edit. All I had to do was make the connection from the beginning to that point, and it would end itself. It was a tragic event. I don't want to make light of it. I should probably talk about the candle ads at this point, because I decided to put a candle ad at the end of this video because I thought it would be funny to advertise a scent-related product in the middle of a Hallfart video. Good idea, right? I am not going to do those anymore, at least in that way or in the middle of a video ever. I think going forward, when the channel, listen, I'm hopeful. When the channel gets to a point where I can offer custom merchandise that is channel themed, that is affordable, that solves a problem in your home and a problem in your mind and heart, really. When I can offer that, I want to offer custom scents, like, for instance, Die Hard. I want it to smell good. I want it to smell like gunpowder, burning wood, something like that. Obviously, Fartanic would smell like cold ocean air. And like I said, I am not the one that disrespected the Titanic event. It wasn't me. It was James Cameron. And if he was here, I would say, hey, buddy, hi. So nice to meet you. I'm a fan. It's so cool. Take me down your sub sometime. But he's the one. He's the one that disrespected it. It wasn't me. Okay. And in Interstellar, I tried to slip the same candle there because it's $25. It's expensive. I'm not going to go up buying candles and advertising for some other company. It's a funny joke, and I thought it'd be funny to slip it in there. Whenever I get to that point where I'm offering custom scents, I'll do it at the end of the video, like when the cards are playing, like, hey, buy a candle. Because I mean, really, we do have a custom or a candle shop locally. It's in town. You know, if you live in a small town, I live in a very small town that is very proud of its smallness. It is the greatest small town in the United States, according to them. Us. What? I'm so sorry. I'm part of this small town. But this candle shop is extremely overpriced. I hate to say it. I've been in there. I mean, talk about $25 for a candle. More like 60. Some of them. I'm not saying all. I'm sure we could find one that's like $10. It's like this big or something. But there's that, and the taxes here are insane. If you're watching this and you are part of the people that like to raise the taxes, I'm not going to be here much longer, don't worry, okay? But they're too high. They're too high. They're higher than anywhere else. Seriously. Like, people are down on California's taxes or something like that. I checked. Our taxes are higher here. Stop it. Just stop it, okay? I'm not a political person. I just want to make fart jokes. I want to buy candles locally. I wish I could. But I have someone lined up in Wisconsin, several states away. We're in talks, okay? I don't know how she'll be able to work with the likes of me, but she said that she has made custom candles for people before, for their companies. Her prices on her website look extremely affordable, to be honest. I don't know how that compares with custom orders or whatever, but she's a fellow YouTuber that I've met while I was starting my own channel, and I'm new here, and I have tried to make connections any way I can, and it's a very cool connection. I think it could turn out in my favor. It's possible. I'm not saying it will, but if that's the direction we're headed, I'm hopeful. Her name is Natalie Hamilton. I think her tag is at Natalie Hamilton 2024. I'll try to add it to the description later or something like that. But yeah, I think that would be the play. Interstellar was great. It surprised me. It was perfect timing with the reason for this live stream when Jack featured the channel. I don't know if you've seen Interstellar. Let me open it up for you in case you haven't. I don't want this to be like, oh, what the hey? I don't want this to be like, hey, go watch everything yourself. But I don't know if you can see there. Oh. You're still looking at me, silly. What are you doing? Stop looking at, look at this. This is my first live stream, okay? It's my first live stream. Look at that, Reactbot. What do you think of Jacksfilms in my video, reacting to my video?
I'm feeling really ugly today. Can someone in the comments give me a little boost?
I'm going to check the comments now. And there better be people. I haven't clicked on it yet, but I'm just saying there had better be people that are uplifting Reactbot right now. He's been through so much. All he knows is bad reactions. He was born in the most depressing, corrupted time of YouTube when people come in and they steal content and they just have a watch party with it. So I'm going to check the comments now. And there better be some uplifting of Reactbot. Okay? This is my first live stream. I don't want to seem what's the word? What would an educated person say? I do not want to seem too authoritative or narcissistic or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to seem negative in your eyes. I want you to meet me and appreciate me in the way that I process and think. Because this is, usually all this that's happening right here in the YouTube airways is happening in my mind and I have to keep it to myself. Okay. I don't have to, but I find if I want to have working relationships with people, I have to bottle it up a little bit, and I have an outlet. It's okay now. It's okay. Don't feel sorry for me. Feel sorry for Reactbot. Where's the chat? I don't have it on here. Can I pull it up on my phone? Oh. Listen to this. You're not ugly, Reactbot. From Michael K. Forever etched into the very first live stream of the Hallfart channel. Michael K says, you're not ugly, Reactbot. Susan Sherbert says, not ugly. She also says, good boy, very demure. Michael K responds and says, much demure. So if you're watching this and you feel like Reactbot, you feel like nobody appreciates your reactions anymore, know this. There are people watching this live stream that are supporting you. They're rooting you on. they've come in to say, very demure, not ugly. Where was I?
Next TikTok.
And no, I can't explain this Subway Surfers run to you. What is your name? Rainy Hansey. Oh, you love Hallfart? Me too. It was a lot of fun. We talked about it. Wow, I'm sorry I can't get to all this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Here I was thinking, this is my first live stream and nobody's going to tune in. Nobody knows who I am, and they probably aren't going to tune in for my first live stream. That may or may not be going too well right now. I don't know. It seems like things have smoothed out. What is going on? Okay. So you're aware.
Today's featured creator is a YouTuber titled The Hallfart.
I know you could go watch this yourself, but
sorry.
I'm such a good reactor. I'm practicing.
Channel's name and the title.
So if you haven't seen it, I'm surprised you haven't seen it. But the greatest YouTuber of all time featured my channel. Yeah, that was a long overlay there, but I'm learning. So let's go back to here just so I have something for you to look at while I say this. These are family-friendly videos, in my opinion. I have a somewhat conservative background, and I feel like I have a good grasp on family-friendly content. And I want you to know that that'll be how it is going forward. At least for me, I feel like it's important. I feel like, it's fart jokes. You want to be able to show it to kids. It just makes sense, right? It makes sense. And I understand that a lot of these movies that we're covering are not family friendly in their originality. But if I can pick something out of there, we'll see how it goes. It may be very difficult to make it totally like there. I may not be able to edit out blood and stuff like that. Stuff that I don't find offensive. But I'll do my best. You'll just have to parental guidance, okay? You'll have to preview it yourself first before you go show it to a child, okay? This is not designed for children. This channel is not designed for children. Please do not think that. But it is designed for parents that want to show their kids silly videos and may not find it too offensive. So that'll be the goal going forward. You notice the first volume has 10 videos to sort of get a grasp on my editing style and making these videos. And volume 2 is 7 videos so far. I have been working on another one, so it'll be at least 8, but I almost do not want to finish volume 2 because now there is an audience. There are several people in the chat right now. 5. Very cool. There was nobody before. There was nobody. And I understand this is live and more people are going to watch later, maybe, hopefully. Please watch. Please watch later. But I think it's important to, the whole idea of this is for me to have an outlet and to connect with an audience and not just make videos that make me feel better, but solve a problem for you that, if there's a particular movie that you would like to see, covered by the Hallfart channel. Yours truly. I have been receiving suggestions in the comments, which is exactly what I wanted. I asked for it. I asked for it at the end of Lucy. Please comment. And I believe there are 22 different things that have been suggested. And I will get into that very soon. I will get into that very soon. But yeah, that'll be the next thing. So I can edit a video every week sometimes. I would like that. I mean, my schedule will probably change since this is, I mean, if I wanted this to be a hobby forever, I would treat it like a hobby and I would just do it whenever I had free time. But I do make time. I do make time for the Hallfart channel. Like now, I feel like it's important. It's important for me and for my viewers, my very new viewers that I just got. I want to treat them right. So right now I have been posting every other week because I can't quite get every week. And instead of making that a weakness and being all down on myself like Reactbot earlier, no offense, Reactbot, no offense. I have decided to try to edit another video if I can on that off week. And stockpile those videos for a countdown to Christmas. Because it kind of ties in to my original intent to parody another channel that rhymes with the Hallfart channel. But now that there's an audience that makes suggestions, I want you to be aware that if you suggest a Christmas movie like Die Hard, that it will be added to another list for the countdown to Christmas. And that last snow, I don't know if you were listening earlier, but we had one last snow of the year here. And it was wonderful. It was glorious. And I got to film my bit for The Revenant and pretend like I was in The Revenant and say some things there. If you haven't seen the video, go watch it and you'll find out what I said. It's really special. It was kind of like now where I'm waxing eloquent and not having any issues at all with the camera setup. It was great. So go watch that if you haven't seen it. But in that same day, I think it was later that day, the snow had accumulated quite a bit, and I was able to dress up and film for my intro to the countdown to Christmas because I know it's coming. I'll have some videos. As much as I would like it to be a 25 day countdown to Christmas, I know it's not going to happen. Life is too busy for that, unfortunately. So it will be however many it is. I will do my very best. And I've edited a couple videos already for this too. So I'm a little bit behind already, as you can tell. They are not, they're not mainstream per se. They are mainstream during Christmas for a certain type of person that likes to go buy expensive candles and tell you to shop local. But it'll be what it is. It'll be however many videos I can get done. So that is that. And while I'm here, I will go ahead and show you a preview since I have it filmed and I cut it together somewhat. I have the video of me and the snow and stuff. So I know the summer hasn't even started. You're not thinking about this, but this is the Hallfart channel. This is not like other channels. We think ahead. We plan. We're ready for whatever comes because it's important. And you prepare for things that are important. And Christmas is very important. Maybe you had a bad experience and Christmas isn't so happy for you, and I'm sorry. I truly am. But I think it's important that we try to make it a happy time. That's all. Can you see this Reactbot? Okay. I will go ahead and let this play. It is not 1 minute and 57 seconds. There's a lot of, I don't know if you can see the time code there. There's a just a bunch of dead space where I let the background music stop playing because I didn't really, this isn't a final edit. This is just, I threw the footage in there with the music playing underneath. So enjoy. Magical, isn't it? The first snow. A nice warm cup of cocoa. It's that time of year again. Time for mistletoe and holly, Christmas greetings. Do you know what my most favorite Christmas tradition of all is? That's right, the countdown to Christmas right here on the Hallfart channel. Every single day until Christmas, I'll be releasing a new fart. Only here on the Hallfart channel. Merry Christmas. So that's pretty much what I have so far. And obviously it won't look like that when we get to the date, whenever that is. But Reactbot, what did you think of my intro idea for the countdown to Christmas?
Using AI, I've determined that this video is epic sauce.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See, that's what happens when you treat people right. Maybe they're going through a bad time. They don't feel like they're beautiful. You give them positive affirmations. You let them know that they are beautiful. You make them feel better because you're a good person. It pays off. I mean, it's important to be a good person. It is. I think. Are we ready for my deepest, darkest, Are we ready for my deepest, darkest secrets? Because I have it all queued up, I think. All right, what is first? There's not much here, really, but... Whoa. I don't want to get a feedback loop here. My phone. Okay. Jacksfilms. Bring this back for a second. Jacksfilms has a musical background. Let's see if I can... I mean, basically all the music in his videos is his own music. He composes. He's very talented in that way. And I would just like to take this moment to show you a video that I would like to say that not a lot of people have seen it, but I do have a father that is a little overly proud, and he got access to this video and shared it on his Facebook. So those people have seen it. This is not new to them, but for you, most likely, this will be a first. I had a very good music teacher. The point is, I also have a musical background. And I had a very good piano teacher. I want to make that clear. Very good. I showed up to practices, and she would make sure that while I was waiting for my turn, while she was teaching someone else, that I was learning music theory and completing puzzles that strengthen my knowledge of all that is music. Chords, progressions, notes, keys, everything. Things that I've slightly forgotten. Sad to say. But she's a very good music teacher, and I mean, this is basically how all of education went for me. It's a huge revelation. I know you wouldn't expect this, but I didn't like to do what I was asked because it was boring. She would send books home with me and ask me to practice throughout the week and come back and be able to play for release. For release. Let me look it up for you. This is my first live stream. I don't want to assume. But for release is a composition by Beethoven. And it can be played on the piano. You're welcome. She would ask me, did you practice for release this week? And I would say, no. What'd you do? I played Pirates of the Caribbean instead on the piano. Well, did you bring that music with you? Can you play some? And I would say, no, but I did not bring it, but I have it memorized. And that leads to this deep, dark secret. Enjoy. That's for you, Susan. Susan was over here in the chat asking for more farts, and I'm so sorry. What was I thinking? Here I am, the first Hallfart channel stream, and I am not just smashing the fart button for everybody constantly. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. I hope that makes up for. Here's one more. Okay. Yes, dude is slamming those keys. I don't know if you have. I don't know if you've heard "He's a Pirate" by Hans Zimmer before. It's from Pirates of the Caribbean. Listen, I loved Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack. I really loved soundtracks for movies. Hans Zimmer is great. Loved Hans Zimmer. And of course, John Williams. Let me look up John Williams for you. Oh, John Williams. John Williams, American composer and conductor. He wrote many soundtracks for, he's still alive. That's awesome. Wow. He wrote many soundtracks for movies that are well known, like Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Just great music. If you haven't heard, I mean, you've heard him. Never mind. You've heard him. Some people haven't seen Star Wars, and that really surprises me. But it's the same people that ask me which team I'm rooting for in whatever big events going on in sports, and I do not care about sports at all. I don't care. I'm sorry. There goes all those subscribers that I just gained. I don't care about sports. It is as it is. I have other interests, like Star Wars and John Williams and Star Trek. I have the entire original Star Trek TV series on a box set. I'm not a big collector of things, like in general, especially movies and TV shows, but the original Star Trek I had to have. I don't want to be sitting there waiting for an ad to play because I won't pay monthly for a subscription. I want my Star Trek and I want it now. So I love space movies in general. I don't know if you gathered that from Interstellar, the Interstellar edit. Probably not, because it's just another movie, but probably my most favorite movie of all time. And I know it's difficult to pick a favorite movie when you're someone like me, whenever there's so many good movies. I mean, off the top of my head, I immediately think of movies like The Patriot, Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Those are great movies, but a movie that has been ripped off so much and really stood the test of time. I mean, every space movie rips it off. Is 2001: A Space Odyssey. This is a long movie that is worth the watch. It's good. I love it. I have a shirt when I'm not wearing my bingo shirt on special occasions like today when the greatest YouTuber of all time shouts out my channel. I have a shirt that is, you'll have to watch the movie if you haven't seen it, and you'll understand what I'm saying. It is Hal, and it says, "What do you think you're doing, Dave?" And I love that shirt. It is the shirt that I wear on days like today, like a Saturday, and I don't have house projects or a thing to fix on the car, or, things to do. It's a shirt I wear, and I play video games sometimes. When I'm caught up on my Hallfart videos, of course. But I love 2001: A Space Odyssey. Love it. I have another deep dark secret, and a little bit of a disclaimer. It is hard to listen to. This is a video that would not survive a second on YouTube because of its quality. But it is the last time that I have spoken to a camera like this. There are many of these videos, a handful, that I made when I was a young lad. And I stole my brother's camera while everybody else was downstairs watching the Waltons, as our family did. Everyone was downstairs watching the Waltons. I stole my brother's camera. I went upstairs into our bedroom, and I set up the camera and spoke off the cuff, as I am now. And I think you'll really start to see my brain cells forming. How it all began. The origin story before I had to bottle it up and keep my mouth shut. It sounds sad every time I say that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I told you. I am content in knowing that I'm the cool one. I'm not boring. So, let's get to it. I'm so sorry. This is my first live stream. I'm not trying to drag it on. Like, clearly I'm not out here for watch time. You've seen my other videos. just learning. This is my first time. I've run other live streams for people before, so I understand the technical side of things a little bit. Clearly, I was caught off guard by whatever was happening on my screen that hadn't happened the other times I was live streaming. If you're just joining now, when I started the live stream, my preview was stuttering quite a bit, and I had to start over from the beginning what I was trying to say, get it out again, and then it was still stuttering. And the stream went down a couple times. I had to restart my computer, open up all my programs, all my tabs in Chrome again, and start over for a third time. So if you go back and watch that, you will see my acting abilities evolve, improve. But that's what happened. Deep Dark Secret number 2 of 2. I'm sorry, it's almost over. It's almost over. It's hard to watch, hard to listen to. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear it. I boosted the audio as much as I could in Adobe before bringing it in here. But this is what it is. I mean, maybe somebody can boost it more. I'm sure you can, but this is the beginning of an era.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this evening's news report. Yesterday evening, there was a car bombing in Moss Isley. This evening, there is predicting another car bombing in Moss Isley. And tomorrow is another prediction of a car bombing in Moss Isley. So be alert. Never know, Chromosome might be next. We never know if global warming might be true. Is the Earth really melting? Is gas really melting gas? Can it be possible? Well, that story comes up next after this news report. We have a special report tomorrow. Well, I would say Sniper report, because that is my last time, and I will today present that news report. Dirty laundry. Dirty wood. Do those mix? Are they alike? Dirty wood. Dirty wood can mean there's bacteria on the outside and the wood can be rotten. It also could mean that it just has dirt on it. Dirty clothing. Dirty clothing could either mean it has stains, it has dirt on it, or it's thick. Now, we do not recommend wearing dirty clothing. And if you do get splintered by dirty wood, you must clean out that wound and make sure it is covered. So dirt and bacteria does not get into the wound. That ends our NV7. 7. Perfect 52 session. Thank you very much.
Wow. Because I don't want a feedback loop, I didn't have the audio turned on, so I have no idea what I said. I slipped this in there. I knew if you could hear it. I don't know if you could hear it. I slipped this in here from videos that my brother found on his camera in later years. And I really don't remember which one I showed you just now. The Dirty Laundry News Report. You're welcome. So, Reactbot, what did you think of? I mean, be sensitive here. I was a young lad. I was a little boy. I took a break from watching the Waltons as much as I enjoyed it, and I went upstairs because I was pursuing my passion, what I was born to do, which is speak to an audience like this and entertain them. So please be sensitive, be kind. What did you think of William Bishop, the young lad, and his dirty laundry news report?
Bro is speaking truth.
I can only win today. I mean, besides the issues with the stream, I am doing well. Reactbot is on my side. I have been kind to him, and he has been kind to me. That is my deepest, darkest secrets. And now we get to my second favorite part of the stream, because my favorite part is the fact that it's even happening, and the reason being that the greatest YouTuber of all time featured my channel in a live stream, and then it was edited down into a YouTube video, which was shown to hundreds of thousands of people, and now I have a following, which I will try to retain. But that's my favorite part. My second favorite part is the fact that if you have suggested a video, a movie, whatever, for me to cover on the Hallfart channel and really give it the Hallfart love. Excuse me. I have probably responded with something like, thanks. I've added it to the list. Well, here's the list. Now, I will start off with a disclaimer. Another one. Just because you have suggested a movie to be edited does not mean that it will be. These are suggestions, and I am taking them as such, okay? But Snow White 2025 is at the very top of my list. I am so glad that it's been suggested. It has been suggested more than once, and it has been triple suggested because I really want to do it. So as soon as it comes out, as soon as I get my grubby little hands on Snow White 2025, I'm going to edit it. It will be in one of the Hallfart volumes. There is nothing you can do to stop me, Disney. Nothing. I dare you to try. I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit Snow White 2025. I mean, the fans are asking for it. I think. So that is the first suggestion. And I have tagged, I think I updated it early this morning. I was so excited. It was my first live stream. I was so excited I couldn't sleep last night. Can you believe it? Well, it was either that or when I got home from work, I realized that I had a full cup of coffee on the counter that I hadn't drank before I went to work. I made it and just went to work and didn't drink it. And so I just chugged it right then when I got home. And that might have had something to do with it. I have been known to be sensitive to drugs, like caffeine. We're not going to talk about drugs anymore. Don't do them. Okay? Don't do drugs. It's not good. I'm trying to quit. Clearly, morning me knew better, and getting home from work me did not. I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. But I'm willing to change, willing to improve and move on.
Next TikTok.
I'm sorry. Before I've thought about this, I think I'm going to call it Below White. please comment your suggestion for a Hallfart title change. It doesn't have to be complicated. This is simple. This is farts. Okay? It's not complicated. We're changing the narrative slightly to well-known films, and we're adding farts to them. That is it. The titles can be simple. Below white. What do you think? What do you think, chat? You guys still talking? Oh yes, that cat. I am so sorry. I should probably... Our cats are well trained. They do not chew on wires, thank goodness, because I have a lot of them. I've trained them off of that. They're very smart and responsive. If you're a dog person, I understand. They're not for me. I get distracted. I can't remember to take a dog out to go to the bathroom every time it needs to go. And perhaps I struggle with other responsibilities, and you can have that conversation with my superiors, okay? You can talk to them about it. But our cats are very well trained. They're very smart. They're very loving. If you don't like cats, you don't understand cats. Hey, Poppet, come here. Come here. Come here. I love you. Come on. Good girl. If you're watching this right now, or listening, let me explain for our blind viewers. I'm so sorry for your condition. It is a gift. We all are gifted differently. And I hope that you are learning to cope with your situation. I genuinely feel for you. And I want to explain to you that I just called my cat, and she came. She jumped right on my lap. She loves me. She loves. She cares. She's understanding. Her name is Poppet. We named her after Poppet in Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one. Do you remember that scene? Go watch the original Pirates of the Caribbean. Enjoy a nice movie night with your family, or yourself and your cat or your dog, or enjoy a nice movie and rewatch Pirates of the Caribbean. And Poppet will always be different to you. Poppet will always be basically a model kitty cat, an adorable ball of fluff that comes when she's called. All right, good girl. And we have another cat. Gotta have two at least. Don't have to. You don't have to. They need companionship in some way. And when I'm out of the house, I like to know that she has her friend Penelope, our tortoiseshell cat. And I have shared hundreds of videos of these cats on the Hallfart channel, shorts, but YouTube is, YouTube, it knows best, and I'm just a simpleton. I do not understand how it works. If I want to post fart videos, I have to choose to post fart videos. That is why you come to my channel, and all the videos are similar. It's the same joke over and over, because I want to make it very clear to the almighty YouTube that this is what the channel's about. And I did post hundreds and hundreds of shorts of Poppet and Penelope, and they did very well. All of my subscribers were from Poppet and Penelope shorts, and that was killing the channel. We were dead. We were bleeding out. There was no reason to go on. You heard all this before. If you go back, watch the beginning of the stream. But I've unlisted those videos, and I'm so sorry. If you'd like to see them, I have re-uploaded them. It took me a long time. To a new YouTube channel. It's called Poppet and Penelope. It's more appropriate. They don't have like any subscribers or views or anything. That's not what's important. I just wanted to make sure they were available to people that did want to see Poppet and Penelope and their lives, how they live as adorable, smart, loving kitties. So I will, so many things. I'm going to have to update this description like crazy. I'll add that, I guess. So, blow white. Are my tangents bothering you? I mean, be honest. Snow. Yes, snow shite probably is not family friendly enough. I agree. And like I said, it doesn't have to be super creative. That's a more creative name. That's a great name. I wish I could use it. But I know people in my sphere of influence that would be very offended by that. We are not going to do snow shite. We are going to do blow white for sure. 100%. I will have to be dead for it not to happen. There will be a blow white. Unless you guys think of a better name that's appropriate, okay? Fart Club. Right? I can't think of, comment. I'm just trying to boost engagement. Please comment. Please comment. Like, subscribe. Please comment. Fart Club. Do you have a better suggestion? I'm going to go through these fairly quickly because there's 22 of them. I don't want to waste too much time, but I will try to pay attention to the chat if Kaladen K says, hello, Mr. Fart. Hello, Keladon K. Thank you for joining the live stream. Snow Wipe. That's not bad. That is a good one. It's not too crass. That's all right. Snow. Everybody wipes. They should. They should do something to get rid of the extra poop. Comedic timing is important, and I understand that. Sometimes I am a little slow and I don't quite get there. But
Next TikTok.
Yeah. Snow Wipe. I don't know if I've properly said hello to everyone that is in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm just going to try to pay attention as I'm going through these. If you have any title suggestions, okay? Fart Club. I haven't actually seen this movie, I don't think. There's a lot of these movies that I have not seen. I'll just say that up front. But I can see it being called Fart Club when I edit it. Fart Formers? I don't want to beat you guys to this. I should probably give you a little bit of time. So I'll show you this one. But Fart Formers could be very good. I've seen Transformers, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the soundtrack very much in Transformers. I was listening to that soundtrack in a very phasey time of my life when I enjoyed darker music a little bit. I did not listen to popular music so much when I was a kid. I listened to soundtracks. Love soundtracks. And I love the Transformers soundtrack. But I'm going to call it Fart Formers. I'm seeing 12 stinky men, 12 angry mists. What I'm not seeing is what I had in mind, which was 12 farting men. Again, you all are very smart, very intellectual. You have great ideas. But the Hallfart channel. It's called the Hallfart channel. It is simple. These don't have to be complicated. They don't have to be more creative ideas than 12 farting men. But 12 stinky men is also good. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I have not seen this movie. It looks very good. It looks like a movie I would enjoy. I would enjoy the original of this movie. I can tell just by looking at it. Films were different back then. They were held to a different standard. I feel like people nowadays, they expect what's it called? Instant gratification, something in there that they need they need to be told how to feel constantly. And this is, I could tell, I mean, films back then were more, you kind of like a good joke. You have to get it. You have to process yourself. If somebody tells you how to feel about something, then what's the point? You need to be an individual. You need to, that's why I feel like my sense of humor is sometimes difficult to understand, especially if, I mean, I need music to back me up so that you guys know, you get a hint at where I'm going with it, the mood that I'm parodying. That's why I added those sounds to the soundboard, because I know that in all my strengths, I struggle with expressing my intentions. And I want you to know that my intentions do come from a good place. I do want people to be happy. And I've had situations, I mean, my whole life, where I think something is very funny. And a lot of other people that I share with think it's funny. And all it takes is one person that doesn't get the joke. And I'm a bad person. But I know, I mean, at first, I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm at peace. I'm content. But I know now, at first I didn't know that it didn't mean I was a bad person. Now I know that I am just different. I'm not for some people. And it's important. This is a little deep, but it is important for you to be who you were made to be, to live out your design. Everybody is designed differently. We all have different purposes. And for people like me, and perhaps you, we're joy bringers. And although people, me in particular, struggle with conveying that to someone that is of a negative mindset, it's still important to be yourself. It really is. I mean, you should never try to upset people or make jokes that you know, like in your intention is to make people upset. I take risks all the time. I know that some of my jokes and some of my videos could be very offensive to some people, and I am willing to take that risk. I'm so sorry. If I probably said this earlier, I'll say it again. Some people have joined. We have a couple more viewers now. That if you have been offended by anything that I have said or done, as Mr. Fart on the Hallfart channel, I just want to let you know that you're watching the Hallfart channel. Should be pretty obvious that everything here is a joke. We are making fun of movies right now. I mean, the sky is the limit, really. We make fun of things here. Whatever we want to make fun of. It's for fun, for enjoyment. Maybe you glean something that is not just humor, and that's just a bonus. That is just part of the perk of, I mean, it's one of the perks of being a committed viewer of the Hallfart channel. But 12 farting men, what do you guys say anything else to that? Yes, Blade White would be a gassy tail. Fungus Among Us. You disagree. If your joke upsets someone, I know it's a good joke. Sometimes the best jokes are the most offensive in some cases. But again, me personally, I do not try to offend people. There is a little bit of satisfaction whenever I have a large group of people. I'm not a bully. I'm not just trying to beat down on one person, but if it's clearly a good joke that a lot of people understand, and there is one Karen that doesn't get the joke, and she feels like because she doesn't get the joke that everybody has to retract their amusement, their happiness, and be upset with her. It's part of the joke now. You are part of the joke, Karen. You're funny. Because you didn't get it, you're hilarious. Excuse me a second. I have a candle warmer that keeps my coffee warm. Hot, actually, until I finish it. And I had to shut that off because I'm done with my cup of coffee. Fartzilla. Do we have any votes for Fartzilla? I'm going to have to look back through these because you guys are making great suggestions. I see Blade Rumbler. I'm going to have to add that to the list. Street Farter. We'll get to it pretty soon. Somebody else has suggested a video game related edit. Excuse me. Fartzilla 2000. I have not seen the original movie. Sorry. I think I saw one of the newer ones. We were invited to some party. They played it on a projector outside. Nobody was really paying attention to it. And that's all I know of Godzilla. But I know that I can add farts to this. I am confident. I think Fartzilla could be a good one. So if you have not seen, there is a form that I have. It should be posted now. I scheduled it to go out at 8 o'clock this morning, Central Time. You don't see many people in Central Time, do you? For a reason. It's not the greatest place to live. It's a great place to be from. In my opinion, shop local, buy candles, high taxes. This is a horror film. Oh, sorry. There's a form. If you go to my posts tab on YouTube, there's a link to a Google form where you can vote on these. You can pick which one you would like out of all these. These have been suggested through the comments, and I will do my best to continue to grow the list. And I can only edit so many videos at once, but I want there to be a connection between me and the audience. I want this to be an outlet for me and a solution for you, a comedy solution. So, yeah, you can go ahead and vote on these. I mean, as we're doing this or whenever you want, just go check out the form. Hopefully it's all working. The live stream wasn't this morning. And even now it started to stutter again. And I hope that you can see and hear me and that it all fits. I hope. I will have to play around with stuff and do some more research because this is, like I said, I tested this and it was working just fine. But I was thinking of diarrhea for this one. And I haven't seen this movie. It's a horror film. I do not like to watch horror films just to watch them. I don't like to be scared. But I do understand this is a great opportunity. A horror film, I've seen them. I've seen some, and they are filled with moments of silence and shock and fear. And I have a good feeling that there's opportunity to change the narrative of a horror film to fit the Hallfart style. So I'm thinking diarrhea for this one. The Thing. I've seen The Thing. It is sort of a scary movie. It's more of a thriller. It's very good, I would say, as far as films go. I liked it. The ultimate alien terror, the fart. You don't have to think too hard. It's pretty simple.
Next TikTok.
Fartula. I haven't seen this movie, at least that I remember. But I'm thinking Fartula. Make your vote. Fartception. I think the first time I saw this movie, I was on an airplane. I was, actually, you know what? I think it was my first time flying overseas. And it was a very long flight to India, I think. And I saw this movie, and it could be a good Hallfart video. Cast your votes. Do we need some music or something? Let's see what I've got. I think this one's appropriate. Mega fart. What do you think? If you're like me and you are a fan of YouTube poops, there is a YouTuber. His name is Shricardo. He does edits of children's movies, animated ones, in his own style. They're not necessarily fart edits like the Hallfart channel. But you should go check out his video. I'm gonna have to add that as well to the description of this video. But Shricardo is a great YouTube pooper. They're family friendly. They're family friendly. I enjoy that. I like to be able to show kids brain rot. That's not Fortnite or a TikTok dance or something. It's good. It's really good. I love the movie Up. The Disney movie Up is so good, and he did a great edit of that. And he changes the titles as well. I think Up is called Down, and I don't remember what Megamind was called, but I do remember. I don't remember what the original movie was called. Oh, Cars. It's called Cars. The Cars movie. He calls it Carbs. So check out Shricardo. He's compared to me, he's huge. And he's very talented. He's done very many videos. They're much longer than mine. So I'm just letting you know up front. You're going to need some Subway Surfers going while watching his videos, because they're so long. Mega fart. Cast your votes. Dazed and Confused. This one I'm gonna need some serious help on with a title. Ever since I saw this one, I've been trying to think of one, and there's Constipated comes to mind. Please give your suggestion. If you vote for this one, I need to see some good suggestions. I'd appreciate that. Dances with Farts. Dead Strength says Dances with Farts. The Fart in the Darkness. You're gonna have to give me the original title, because otherwise I won't know what to edit. Because I don't know what Fart in the Darkness is in its original form. I'm excited to see what it could be already. But all of these movies they are great, and we all appreciate them in their originality, but they can be more. They can ascend. They can improve in ways that the original creators never intended. To reach new audiences, to expand horizons, to open minds, to change lives. Zardoz. I have not seen Zardoz. I've seen memes of Zardoz. I'm thinking maybe something like Fardoz. But I've seen the memes of this actor who I think he turned down a Lord of the Rings role because it didn't make sense to him, is what he said. It doesn't make sense. This script doesn't make sense. And then he starred in this movie, which, from what I have not seen it, it could be the most intellectual movie ever, but it appears as though it makes less sense than Lord of the Rings from the cover. I am going to let you guess what I would title this one. Please, if you're watching or listening to this right now, it's playing in the background, you're just hoping it'll end soon, step over to your keyboard and type in what you think I would rename this movie. The World is Waiting on You. I, Robot is an incredible film. It's starring Will Smith and a woman. It has robots. Yes, that's very close, Susan. Very close. Susan says, I Fartbot. I'll let you know. I said, I fart. That was the correct answer. Here's the video game I was talking about. I will say that I have feelings about, I won't say what type of feelings, but I have certain feelings towards video games that are so linear that they may as well be a movie. And I'm not saying that Halo 4 is that. I will say that I really enjoyed the original Halos. I also enjoyed Halo 4. So, I'm not opposed to changing things up a little bit. The person that suggested this suggested that I edit the cutscenes. You can read in the description who that was. I don't remember. I'm too afraid to touch anything on my computer that'll make it crash OBS again. So I'm so sorry to whoever suggested this, but actually, I can probably pull it up on my phone. I feel like that would be appropriate if I can figure out how to use my phone. I've had this iPhone for so long, and I know everyone that has iPhones and got me to switch over say that they're so intuitive and so easy to use, but I have not. It's been so many years, like 4 or 5 years since I got this iPhone. And I mean, come on, when you're trying to organize your folders, I like to stay organized, okay? Hold on, music please. I am an organized person. I like to keep things where they belong. I like to put apps into folders that make sense, that go together. And Apple knows better than me. They have everything off to one side and it's already organized. I don't have to do it, but I don't want to see everything. I don't want to have to swipe over twice to get to them. I want everything in an app drawer like Android. I want to be able to open my app drawer and drag any app into a specific folder without having to swipe over all the way to those apps that are already organized for me, unorganize them from the way that Apple thinks they should be organized, and then tediously drag them over screen by screen and hope that I can get it into the correct folder when it gets there, like some weird mini game. I don't find it entertaining. I don't find it fun. I just don't organize my apps because of it. I instead swipe over to the search bar and search for the specific app. And sometimes I don't even remember what the app is called. And that's a struggle for me. And then sometimes I know I can change the settings, or I could pay for iCloud or buy a more expensive rich person iPhone. But I don't always open all my apps. And because there's limited space on an iPhone and my phone's full of cat videos, Apple will uninstall a app on me and then I have to reinstall it. And this is the weirdest tangent on the Hallfart channel. Oh, I was looking up the comments. Can I search comments on my phone? This is going to be a problem if I can't. I will search Halo. Apply. 13 Lucan. At 13 Lucan, spelled Luken. Could you do Halo cutscenes? The Halo 4 cutscene when the guy is trying to get Chief to surrender the AI is often done and probably most recognizable, but there are tons from all the games. Thank you, 13 Lucan. I have tagged you in this live stream, and I hope that you see this and know that I appreciate you so much. I can't do this with all the videos. I would have to like search through again, and I would get on another tangent, play another song, and we would never finish this live stream. Hulk. I will need help with this one as well. Please do comment your suggestions for the movie Hulk. It was 2003 when this movie came out. So the original Hulk. I did see this. I was part of a group of individuals that has since disbanded. Everyone has moved away to a better state that has less wind and more things to do and less taxes. But I was once part of a group of individuals that committed themselves to watch every single Marvel movie, starting with the very first one. And I think this might have been it. I might be wrong. But I do remember this early on in the watching of the Marvel movies. Do you guys want to play another game? Which what do you think I would have titled this one, Susan? You pretty much got it last time. That is good, Susan. On Hulk, you said Hulk, but he farts. It's simple and it doesn't have to be complicated. I will remember that. Hulk, but he, yes, Dead Strength, guessed it. Congratulations, Dead Strength. Absolutely. God made. Great response. It is Fart to the Future. That is what I was thinking. We will move on because we're almost done with these. I don't want this live stream to last forever. I know it's Saturday. I appreciate you guys hanging on with me for my first live stream ever. It's really been fun so far. It's an experience. Oh, wait. See if anybody said anything. You guys really got to stay on. You got to just start typing as soon as I pull it up. Because at this point, it's just a game every time. At least for the last two. My phone must be lagging or you guys are not participating. Yes. Yes. Last second. You got it. It is Real Fart, Susan. Again. Great job. Great job, Susan. Real Fart. You know, you may be surprised at how intellectual these titles are. But it's okay. We're all new to the channel. It is a baby channel. It is new. It cannot survive on its own. And we're all learning.
Next TikTok.
Are you thinking? Are you typing? I can't see what you're doing right now. What do you think of this? Do I have that here? Oh, yes, it's right there. what do you think this would be titled if I were to edit it into a Hallfart video? You guys got to stop letting Susan win. You got to stop. She got it again.
Brian the cow. No.
It is top fart. That is what I was thinking. But I will take suggestions. I hate to say it, dead strength, but I don't think top shart is appropriate. Okay? Keep those thoughts to yourself. You know, Top Gun is an American classic. And I will not stand for you disrespecting it on my live stream. You think you're funny. You think your friends will laugh when you put down Tom Cruise and you change the title of his movie to Top Shart. Thanks for joining us, Susan. You've done well in the chat, and I understand that you have to step away for a minute, and I appreciate you letting us all know. Listen, goodbye, Susan. I hope you return and pick up where you left off in this live stream that is educational and intellectual and for the highest of society people that are just better than the rest of society. But if you're watching this and you need to take a break, you have other things to do and need to step away, I just ask that you let me know before you go. If I don't know what you're up to or how long you're going to be gone, where you're going, I worry about you. I do. So thank you, Susan. Thank you so much for your input. Your title changes are spot on. You're doing great. Susan is inspiring. I mean, I know if you're watching this back, it's my first live stream. There's not a lot of viewers live, but I appreciate every single one. I appreciate the viewers that are watching live and the viewers that are watching not live. But we can all aspire to come up with great movie titles like Real Fart and Top Fart. So thank you, Susan. Thank you for your time, your input, your wisdom, your creativity. The Hallfart channel is for you. You get the joke. Congratulations. Almost done. The Warriors, what do you guys think? I'm gonna let you comment in the chat or post live. The Warriors. I haven't seen this movie. I know it's very popular. The person that suggested it said that it would be great. So I trust them. I think we can make it happen. I think The Farters could be a title. You're welcome, Susan. You're so welcome. Come back anytime. Really. And that goes for all Jacksfilms fans. You have a special place here. You're always welcome to come back. You're always welcome to comment, like everyone. But I think that I think that Jacksfilms fans will always have a special place in my heart. For sure. And I hate to assume, Susan, that you are a fan of Jacksfilms, but anybody that's watching now and has recently discovered the channel has probably come from Jacksfilms. I have not done a great job of being discovered otherwise. So. Farters. Split. Is this going to be a complicated one? This one, hold on. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh wait, whoops. This is entertaining. I'm over here. Whoops. So Split. Think of something. I mean, really, it's on you guys. Otherwise, I'm just gonna put fart. Or it's a breaking wind. I'm a genius. I know. Are you guys tired of the soundboard? Whoops. We're not. Hold on. I bumped the wrong button. I think that we could do Hostels at some point. But it's not. It hasn't been suggested. So, I go off suggestions. And I'll go off my least favorite movies. There's movies that I dislike more. I should probably admit, I have gone back and watched Hostels outside of theaters, and it is a good film. It's a good film. I liked it. But I had to know how it was going to go because it was so off base from what I was expecting. I told you, if you rewind earlier, if you find where I was talking about volume 1, I don't know if I can add chapter markers to this later, but chapter markers are very important to me. It's like a whole new layer of jokes. But you can find earlier in the stream that I was talking about Hostels and how I went to the theaters and found out that it was a negative movie. It was terrible. I mean, the things that happened in it were not like John Wick, where bad things happen and a hero comes in and saves the day. It just went downhill, and at the end, everyone was molested and dead. That was Hostels. And my response to watching that in theaters was not appreciated by everyone else that was in the theater. So that's the story about Hostels if you're just joining now, which nobody is. I've lost a few people. Gravity. Suggested literally yesterday by someone. I might have to leave the original tagline at the top there where it says "Don't let go." That is comedy gold potential. I could change it slightly and make it my own. Don't let it go. Don't let the fart go. Don't let it go. Farts. That's what I'm thinking. Something like that. So, that is, we're getting towards the end of the stream. You'll be happy to know.
Next TikTok.
What else did I have planned? suggested videos. I did talk about the upload schedule, how it may change. Right now I'm able to do every 2 weeks and then slip in an extra video for the countdown to Christmas. I can't guarantee that it may change, but right now I can hold to that pretty firmly. I skipped this week because I'm working on The Notebook. I'm working on the original movie's called The Notebook. I'm calling it The Fart Book. And it's pretty much completely edited, and I could have squeezed it in. It was slotted for today, and I decided to do the live stream and let that one cook a little bit longer in the oven. We had some tornado weather here recently, and I should have taken advantage of it. I want to film my bit in the rain. I should have taken advantage of the tornado weather because we haven't had any rain the last 2 weeks, and it's not projected for the next couple weeks, and that would have been perfect. If you watch that video and you find me doing my bit in the shower, that is the reason. We haven't had rain for a month, and I need to get a video out. I can't wait any longer, Fart Book, okay? I should have taken it like I did with the flatulent and the intro for the countdown to Christmas. I took advantage of the weather then, I knew. And I jumped on it, and I didn't jump on it with the tornado weather. I was trying to go to bed. I wasn't thinking about the Fart Book. Sorry. I'm learning. I am a new YouTuber. As Jacksfilms said, Jacksfilms himself, the father of YouTube, said that I am a YouTuber. You can go back and watch his video. I heard it myself. He said, a YouTuber titled the Hallfart channel. I'm a YouTuber. I have a following that I've adopted. I've welcomed in fellow fans of Jacksfilms to the Hallfart channel. Did you see Penelope? Yes, she loves to climb. We have multiple shelves. Both of them like to be up high. They're cats, but Penelope particularly likes to climb, and she'll jump up on your shoulder and just perch up there. Poppet will also perch on your shoulder, not as often. She's a little fluffier, but Penelope is the big climber. She loves to be right up there. So Penelope is so adorable. She's so cute. I'm looking at her right now. I don't want to disturb her. If you want to see more of her, you can go to Poppet and Penelope. I'll find a way to get you the link later. I haven't uploaded there in a while, but I created their YouTube channel so their videos had a place to go when they were axed from the Hallfart channel. Okay.
Next TikTok.
And the merch. I'm clearly a long ways off from merchandise. I understand that. Somebody said earlier that they would like me to come out with Hallfart channel themed candles that smell like a fart. And I'm sorry, but it's a funny joke. That'd be a fun gag gift. But I do think I want them to be scents that you can actually enjoy. And that's more common. It's easier to get. It's less expensive. I think that I can get something that smells like burning wood and gunpowder or something similar for the Die Fart one, and put a fancy graphic that, reminds you of the video when you're enjoying an actually good scent. That is just my opinion. I feel like I have to have some connection with the real world. It can't just all be nasty, I think fart jokes are funny, and that's why I add them. A candle that smells like a fart is funny one time, and then you never light it again. I mean, until you get an opportunity to have somebody over and you ask, hey, you want to light this candle for me or something or you give it to somebody else. You pass it on, and it's a running joke for a while. But I think it'd be great to have a collection of the Hallfart scents. Not every single video. There's going to be too many. We're just getting started. There are going to be so many Hallfart videos, too many that I can't ask Natalie to make that many candles for me that are different. I think a few, the most popular, the most requested candles, perhaps. I think I'll go ahead, since I'm talking about Natalie, We're getting really close to the end here. It's almost over. I think you guys can hold on for a little bit longer. I did pull this up. I pulled up Natalie Hamilton's YouTube channel. She's done YouTube before. She has another channel. I think it's called Canary and Crown. She's very big into the royal family. She loves the UK. And she's a business owner. She has a boutique and sells candles and could potentially make candles for the Hallfart channel when we get there, okay? I'm very hopeful. But I've tried to be very supportive of her as she's been supportive of me. We're new YouTubers, so I think that could be a great connection. So that's Natalie Hamilton. Here is another sad story. Jacksfilms was not the first channel to feature one of my videos. And there was another YouTuber that goes by the name of Winston. Winston has a series where he reviews new YouTubers' first videos. I think it's reviewing YouTubers' first videos is the series. And I can probably... there it is. So, Winston watched my very first YouTube video on the Hallfart channel. Excuse me. And he gave his assessment. He gave his assessment of the channel at the beginning, what it looked like, the flow of the video. He definitely laughed at one part. And that's one part that I hope that a lot of people laughed at. But he had some very hard truths about the thumbnails and the confusing nature of the videos. And I agree with him. I understand. I do. However, the more that I've thought about it, the more I've thought about his criticism of the thumbnails in particular, is that I understand they aren't as drawing in, descriptive, clickable as you would expect on a YouTube video. They could be way more in your face and clickable. But the more I've thought about it, I don't want you to get your hopes up. I don't want clickbait. I don't want to just bait you into a video. I think the thumbnails, the way they are, kind of set the expectations appropriately. So I may go back, who knows, I may go back and change these thumbnails at some point. But what you see is what you get is more my approach with currently on Volume 1. So here's this video. It's a very good assessment. I appreciate it. He beat Jacksfilms. He beat Jacksfilms to the Hallfart channel. But he needs some views. He needs some likes. He's got 30 views on it. So maybe go over, say hi. I mean, Natalie as well. Go over, say hi, say the Hallfart channel, say, if you want. If you want to just say hi. Slip in a fart joke or something. Lighten their days, like we lightened Reactbot's day earlier. If you're just now joining, earlier, Reactbot was feeling a little bit down, and we made him feel better about himself, and I think that's good. I think we should do that, especially with YouTubers that, I mean, he did me a solid. He introduced me to a new audience, and I appreciate it. So, show him some love. Do I have anybody else pulled up? There's another YouTuber. I'm not going to just feature a bunch of YouTubers here, but I just want to recognize the people that have interacted with me in a positive way, who are fellow YouTubers. reached out, made a slight connection. I'm going to go ahead and look up, there's another one. He is a traveler. He does many things. There's one video in particular. I'll see if I can find it. It's going to pull up. I spelled magnet. There it is. There is one video in particular that I really enjoyed. It is him just goofing off with a friend of his in Germany. The whole channel is about Germany, traveling to Germany. I have not really gotten to tour Germany. I stopped off in there transferring flights in Frankfurt. So I would love to go back and see the sights. And maybe I'll make a connection there at some point. He has, he makes great connections. He has a small community of YouTubers that he supports. And he actually messaged me this morning and said that he would like to show one of my videos in a playlist. Which would be really funny because those playlists are, they're a little more serious. They're a group of YouTubers that share their videos of traveling, like Germany or whatnot, and they're good. It's a great community, and he's put it together, and I just want to, since he messaged me and we made this positive connection as such. I just want to recognize him now. I mean, Jacksfilms has done amazing things for the channel just by saying, hey, haha, like that's all it takes from someone that is as great as Jacksfilms. But there are people that are doing good things on YouTube that I've interacted with as well, and Darian's one of them. Let's see if I can find that video real quick. Because it really, whenever I watched it, they're different than the Hallfart channel. I don't want you to get your hopes up and think that he's just sitting here doing this the whole time. Okay, it's different. But there's where is it? Oh, look, he featured Natalie as well in a 36-minute video. I watched it, obviously. Am I passing it up? Where is it? I'm committed now. I found it. Okay, it was all worth it. Where'd it go? Clearly not his most popular video for some reason. But this, I really liked it. I just want to say, Darian, I loved your video. I watched it on a Saturday afternoon while I was doing other things. I had it playing on the TV, and it was just enjoyable. You guys just had fun. And I think that's what your channel is about, is just traveling and enjoying life. And best day trip from Cologne, Germany was really good. That one in particular. Out of all your videos, you have a lot. I just want to thank you for being cool. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Reactbot, what did you think of the live stream?
Work smarter, not harder.
that is what you get. That is Reactbot. I want to say a special thank you to everyone that has tuned into the live stream today. It has been a truly God-made time. It's a little rocky, I understand. I've never spoken to an audience like this. I can imagine my constant derailments of myself and my bullet points and, you know, the technical difficulties, not even knowing how a stream works. I imagine that can be hard to watch, and I understand. I thank you for taking time out of your day. All that. But we are going places. This is the first live stream. I'm hopeful. I love how far we've come in such a short amount of time. I've seen YouTube videos of what not to do when starting a YouTube channel, and I have done all of them. I've really made it difficult for myself. And I am so thankful. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, for the audience, for Jacksfilms, for all the fans of Jacksfilms. And I hope you stick around. Obviously, all I can promise you is childish humor. Farts in movies that you've seen before. Recut movies with different narratives than you remember. I don't do a lot here, but I try to do it well. I try to make it worth your time. And if I don't have anything to add in a video, if it has exhausted its punchlines, then the video's over. It's short. And this is my own movement of sorts. This is not like Jacksfilms and literally replacing bad with good. I'm taking something that is probably already good, that didn't need to be touched. It was fine the way that it was, but I'm making it into something new. I am fundamentally changing entertainment. There are so many movies, so many videos that exist in the world today that need my attention, and I'm willing to give it. I'm willing to set aside an afternoon, an evening. I'm willing to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if I have to, just to watch a movie and add fart sound effects to it. This is the Hallfart channel. This is the beginning of something new, something that nobody has ever tried before. Farts. You're welcome. So, my name is William Bishop. This is the Hallfart channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Jacksfilms for featuring the channel. Get rid of that boring movie. Bring back my boy, Jacksfilms, Jack Douglas. He is the reason for the stream. He is the reason that the Hallfart channel even exists. And thank you to everyone that joined today. Thank you for joining my first live stream and suffering through it with me. I was a little bit nervous. I was very excited. And right off the bat, I was just trying to get going. And my screen started stuttering and OBS crashed. And that was sad. It'll be very interesting to see what it looks like when I try to watch it back and edit the description to add all the things I said I was going to add later. So, thank you so much for watching. If there's any questions at all, I'm here for a little bit. I want to respect everyone that is still here. So I'll hang out with Reactbot for a minute. Just for a minute. I don't expect a lot of questions. I think I covered it. I really do. I think I covered pretty much everything that is the Hallfart channel, its purpose, how it has shaped my life. I mean, my life has been changed. I am going to take this opportunity at the very end of the live stream to unclickbait you. You clicked on this video and it said, Jacksfilms changed my life. Like every other video on YouTube. Life has changed, but my life is changed. I'm a completely different person. I have an outlet. And like I said before, this is not about me. This is about you. For those that do get the joke, you need me. You need me. And I understand that. I understand that movies need farts added to them. And I'm happy to do that. So, thank you for joining today. Is there any last things that I could possibly leave you with that I am leaving out or forgetting? I'm talking to myself here. Is there anything at all that I haven't covered? Nope, that's just about it. Thank you so much again for watching. For me personally, this has been a truly God-made stream. And I hope to see you soon in the YouTube airways. So long for now.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Do you dance, Mr. Fartsy?
I slipped extra refried beans into your ration pack last night. I thought you'd be fine.